Welcome, have a nice day. Today is Saturday, 11th of January 2025. This day is actually the death anniversary of the Lal Bahadur Shastri. That is on the 11th of January, a significant date in Indian history. We remember Lal Bahadur Shastri, the nation's second Prime Minister, who passed away actually on the 1966 on the same day. Now starting the world news, including Rodi Gulini held in contempt of court over 2020 gubernatorial election lies. Trump gets no jail time or penalties, but becomes the first United States president to be sentenced at Salon. United States announces sweeping sanctions on Russia's energy sector to Indian companies named. India-United States relationship, where it stands today, a significant achievement of Biden administration's data. 3.7 magnitude earthquake rattles San Francisco. Plane crash lands bursts into the flame in Kenya, killing 3 on the ground. Now starting briefly with the Hindu newspaper, Biden blasts a shameful Meta decision to scrap United States fact-checking. IFCN's letter rejected the claim as false, insisting that Meta's fact-checking partners underwent rigorous verification to meet its strict non-partnership standards. United States President Joe Biden blasted Meta on Friday, January 10, 2025 for scrapping fact-checking on Facebook and Instagram. In the United States, calling the move really shameful after a global network warned of real world harm if the tech gained expands its decision to the other countries. Venezuela's Maduro takes new oath and protests an international rebuke. President of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro, speaks before the swearing-in ceremony at Palacio Federal Legislativo on January 10, 2025 in the Caracas, Venezuela. To underscore Mr. Maduro's growing isolation, the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom and the European Union announced a coordinated round of new sanctions Friday on more than 20 officials, accusing them of gutting Venezuela's democracy. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro was sworn in for a new term on Friday, January 10, 2025, amid renewed protests and rebuffs from the United States and those who believe he stole last year's vote. India's rights have to be well guarded and well protected. Sonowal on China's new dam in the Tibet. Inland Waterways Authority of India has announced an investment of more than 50,000 crore rupees in the next 5 years to create infrastructure for inland water navigation. Adding to the concerns expressed by Chief Ministers of Assam and Arunachal Pradesh and China's proposed new dam over the Brahmaputra River in Tibet, Union Minister of Port, Shipping and Waterways Sarbananda Sonowal on Friday said that India's rights should be protected. At the second meeting of the Inland Waterways Development Council (IWDC), presided over by Mr. Sonowal, here the Inland Waterways Authority of India announced investments worth more than 50,000 crore rupees in the next 5 years, and also revealed a series of new initiatives across 21 inland waterways cities worth rupees 1,400 crore. Our rights have to be well guarded and well protected, Mr. Sonowal said to a question from the Hindu on the issue of the China's new dam. Officials in the snow said that the exact nature and exact extent of the impact of the India's as lower riparian nation has to be studied, but it was bound to have an impact given the scale and the size of the project. If the dam comes up, the Brahmaputra ecosystem will become completely fragile. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma had said earlier, if the dam construction starts in China, the entire ecosystem that thrives on the Brahmaputra will reduce by 60%. This is disastrous for the entire northeastern region, he said earlier this week. Going to the Hindustan Times newspaper states that India doesn't believe United States is behind the Bangladesh events. Preposterous charge Sullivan. Jack Sullivan, National Security Advisor of the United States, speaks at an event at the Indian Institute of Technology in New Delhi on January 6. Washington, United States National Security Advisor Jack Sullivan has called perceptions and allegations of American role behind the street protests and regime change in Bangladesh as prospects, and claim that senior Indian officials don't believe that the United States was behind events in the Dhaka either. Acknowledging the aftermath of the allegations implicating as Indian government official in an assassination plot of an American citizen as a bump in the relationship, Sullivan said that India recently briefed the United States on the work of the inquiry committee set up on the issue, and the work of seeking full accounting and accountability will continue till the end of the Joe Biden administration on January 20 and even beyond that. But he added the manner in which the two countries had managed the issue reflected the maturity and depth of the bilateral relationship. California Fire Live updates: NFL League donates a $5 million to support Los Angeles wildfire relief. An aerial view shows the debris from the burned properties following the Palisades fire in the Pacific Palisades neighborhood in Los Angeles, California, United States. California Fire Live updates Los Angeles, home to most of Hollywood celebrities, has been ravaged by deadly wildfires in California that started on Tuesday. The fire has so far killed at least 11 people and burned more than 10,000 homes and other structures, officials said. However, the winds that have fueled massive blazes in the Los Angeles area are expected to calm. Authorities issued a new evacuation order and urged more people to leave homes to escape fire after a new blaze ignited and quickly grew. The Eaton fire near Pasadena, which started Tuesday night, has burned more than 5,000 structures. On the other hand, the Kenneth fire started late Thursday afternoon in the San Fernando Valley, just 2 miles, 3.2 kilometers from a school, serving as a shelter for evacuees from another fire. Los Angeles wildfire key points. Number 1. At least 10 people have been killed and burned more than 10,000 homes and other structures in the wildfire in the California, officials said. About 400 firefighters remained on the scene one night to guard against the fire flaring up. At least 180,000 people were under evacuation orders, and the fires have consumed about 45 square miles, 117 square kilometers, roughly the size of the San Francisco. To the west in Pacific Palisades, the largest fires burning in the Los Angeles area have destroyed over 5,300 structures, and firefighters had no containment. All schools in the Los Angeles Unified School District, the nation's second largest, will be closed again Friday because of the heavy smoke wafting over the city. AccuWeather, a private company that provides data on the weather and its impact on Thursday, increased its estimate of the damage and economic loss of $135 to $150 billion. Crews also knocked down a blaze in the Hollywood Hills with the help of the water drop from the aircraft, allowing evacuation to be lifted Thursday. Now, going towards the economy of the country from the business point of view, factory output growth hit 6-month high of 5.2% in the November month, government data. Cumulatively, so far in the financial year 2024-25, industrial growth has been recorded at 4.1% during April-November, as against 6.5% in the year ago period. India's factory output, as measured by the index of the industrial production (IIP), rose to 6-month high of 5.2% in the November, from 3.7% in the month of October, mainly due to the favorable base effect, along with the pickup in the manufacturing, capital goods, and consumer durables. Electricity output grew by 4.4% in the November from the 2.0% in the October. It had grown by 5.8% in the year ago period. Private insurers show a 239% jump in the motor commission payouts to rupees 16,578 crore. Interestingly, public sector insurance kept away from the commission game and reported only 31.59%, a rise in the commission expenses at 3,099 crore in the financial year 2024 as against 2,355 crore in the financial year 2023. Interestingly, private insurers lagged behind the public sector counterparts with a low claims ratio. Fundraising from the capital markets may rise 21% to 14.7 lakh crore in financial year 2025, SEBI chief Madhubai Puri Bakch. She said in the January-March quarter, another 1 lakh crore is expected to raise through equity, taking the overall fundraise via equity to 4.3 lakh crore by the end of the March 2025. Bakch said fundraising through the infrastructure investment trust, real estate investment trust and the municipal bonds in the currently low, but the potential to raise the money through these instruments is high over the next few years. Security and Exchange Board of India report. Now going to the science and tech, we have Zoological Survey of India. Scientists discover new species of Indo-Burmese pangolin. The new species of Indo-Burmese pangolin is a photo of it. Actually, the study was based on the genetic analysis of specimens that confirmed that the Indo-Burmese pangolin diverged from the Chinese pangolin around 3.4 million years ago. Scientists of Zoological Survey of India have identified a new species of Indo-Burmese pangolin, Manis indo-burmanica, that diverged from the Chinese pangolin, Manis pentadactylia, approximately 3.4 million years ago. The development of the species was likely influenced by dramatic geoclimatic changes in the Indo-Burmese region, which is recognized as one of the world's biodiversity hotspots. The details of the discovery was published in the paper Indo-Burmese pangolin, Manis indo-burmanica, a novel phylogenetic species of the pangolin, evolved in Asia in international peer-reviewed journal Mammalian Biology. With the present findings, we advocate recognition of this novel lineage as Indo-Burmese pangolin, Manis indo-burmanica, a distinct phylogenetic species of Asian pangolin. This lineage unique evolutionary history and genetic distinctiveness, highly by its divergence approximately 3.4 million years ago amid significant paleoclimatic shifts, underline its vulnerability and critical need for targeted conservation measures, the paper stated. This discovery is a testament to the power of modern genetic tools in uncovering hidden diversity. The Indo-Burmese pangolin not only enriches our understanding of Asian pangolin but also emphasizes the need for the region-specific conservation efforts, Dr. Thakur said. SpaceX docking spacecraft are at a distance of 1.5 kilometers to come closer to on January 11, that is today. In space docking, technology is essential when the multiple rocket launches are required to achieve the common mission objectives. Through this mission, India is marching towards becoming the fourth country in the world to have space docking technology. ISRO's SpaceX satellites to dock after the delays are marking India's progress in the space docking technology on January 11. The two space docking experiments, SpaceX satellites that ISRO is hoping to unite, are at a distance of 1.5 kilometers and will be brought much closer on January 11, the space agency said on Friday, January 10, 2025. SpaceX space docking experiment has so far measured two publicly announced schedules on January 7 and January 9. Krishna Ela of Bharat Biotech conferred INSA fellowship. Krishna Ela, chairman of Bharat Biotech. Dr. Krishna Ela, co-founder and executive chairman of Bharat Biotech International, one of India's leading vaccine makers, was earlier this week conferred with the India Fellowship of the International Science Academy (INSA) among the country's science academics for the year 2025. This is the first year that the INSA has awarded a fellowship to representatives from the industry. Dr. Krishna Ila, a prominent Indian scientist and entrepreneur, leads the Bharat Biotech and groundbreaking vaccine development. His achievements include India's Covaxin, the world's first clinically proven conjugated typhoid vaccine, Rotovac, and the first preservative-free vaccine, Revac BMCF, hepatitis B vaccine. Bharat Biotech also introduced India's first cell culture swine flu vaccine and manufactures the world's most affordable hepatitis vaccine. Additionally, they were the first globally to develop a vaccine for the Zika virus, said the citation of the website in INSA. At last, the famous personality whose death anniversary is today is actually the Lal Bahadur Shastri. The little biography is that he was born actually on 22 October on 1904. Up to 11th January, that is today, 1966, was an Indian politician and a statesman who served as the second Prime Minister of India from 1964 to 1966. He previously served as the Home Minister from 1961 to 1963. Prime Minister Shastri promoted the White Revolution, a national campaign to increase the reproduction and supply of milk by supporting the Amul Milk Cooperative of Anand, Gujarat, and creating a National Dairy Development Board. Underlying the need to boost India's food production, Shastri also promoted the Green Revolution in India in 1965. This led to an increase in food and grain production, especially in the states of Punjab, Haryana, and Uttar Pradesh. He led the countries during the Second India-Pakistan War. His slogan, Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, hail to the soldier, hail to the farmer, became very popular during the war. The war formally ended with the Tashkent Declaration on the 10th of January 1966. Shastri died the next day. Lal Bahadur Shastri says a very famous quotation. He says that we should fight for peace as bravely as we fight in war. He also said that the preservation of freedom is not the task of soldiers alone. The whole nation has to be strong. We all have to work in our respective spheres with the same dedication, the same zeal and the same determination which inspired and motivated the warrior on the battle front. And this has to be shown not mere the words but by actual deeds. Okay, thank you.